All better?
Yep, perfect. So where should we go?
I want to talk to Muse, but we're no match for her right now. I was thinking of searching for Ivor.
Yeah, I guess a handmaid might know about this stuff. That is, if he survived. Oh, who am I kidding? That guy's like a cockroach. Jude!
Huh?
Easy, T-Bo, easy. Good to see you.
You came all the way out here for us? Of course!
We heard that Muse began attacking the fleeing Exodus and Olympia's soldiers. We grew concerned for your safety.
She never tracked you down?
We've been on the run. So far, we've managed to elude her. What about you?
Alvin found us.
You saw that big fat liar?
Yes, we sure did.
I see. I'm sad to hear that. What will you two do now?
We're going to look for Maxwell.
We can see Mila again? No, Jude believes there's a real Maxwell out there.
I see. That thought never occurred to me, although it would explain much.
If you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
The honors student is now the teacher. You've certainly come a long way, young man.
Anyway, we're planning to find Ivor first. We'll deal with Muse later. Just thinking about her scares me.
Jude, have you heard about Gaius?
No, nothing.
For whatever reason, he's begun a large-scale operation in Fennmont. It caught Muse's attention. She's attacked the city relentlessly, but he's driven her off each time.
Leia, this'll be a dangerous journey. You still okay with coming along?
Of course! I'm coming too.
I'd like that, but are you sure?
We want to know if Mila was a phony or not!
Although, that doesn't change the fact that she's still our friend.
I have my own reasons for wishing to meet with Gaius.
Thanks, guys.
This cannot be. Could she have reacted in ways I did not foresee? Someone must have been influencing Mila, possibly controlling her. Did the Four share with her the truth? Impossible. They would never disobey my command. Mila, why did you stray from the path? I know not what to make of this.
Jude seems a little different now. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, maybe he's grown a little tougher?
Young men can mature dramatically in very short periods of time. Jude seems to have found the resolve to confront the harsh truths of the world.
Women grow up too, you know. We have no choice but to.
Yes.
So you can grow big bazongas like Mila.
That's not the sort of growing up we mean.
I shall do whatever I must to see you all safely into adulthood.
Are you getting tired?
A little bit. Things aren't the same as they used to be.
Hey, Elise, can we borrow Tipo for a sec? Huh? Give Tipo a squeeze. You'll feel better.
Oh, this does feel good. Just the right amount of resistance. I could do this all day.
No, stop! I can't take any more!
All the stress has drained through my fingers.
I know, right? It's crazy addictive.
Oh no! He's gonna get all stretched out!
I feel so violated. Look, there's a spirit fossil! What's it doing here? Its mana is completely gone.
It's because Olympian soldiers used a Spyrix here.
What? Olympian soldiers were here?
Yeah, the day after I fought with Alvin. You had a terrible fever from your injury, so I'm not surprised you didn't notice.
Did you beat them?
No, they were just passing through here as they fought with soldiers from Rashagal. All I did was hide out in the shed. Pretty lame, I know.
I'm surprised you didn't step out and fight.
If I'd gone out there and gotten killed, you'd have been all alone. What I really need to do lies elsewhere. Now come on, let's go.
Yeah, you're right.
What? Our mission is finally over and there still isn't anything you can do?
Please, calm down, Lady Nadia. My friends will be back with harmonica grass for him soon.
Blah, blah, friends this, grass that. Don't you get it? We need to get out of here!
We got the harmonica grass!
The hell?
Agria, what are you doing here?
These your so-called friends?
Yes.
This is classic.
How do you know Prinn?
Because she's the liaison for us Azul spies.
Lady Nadia?
Ah, who cares? These chumps don't have the balls to rat you out. Prinn's job is to pass all the juicy information I collect back to Azul.
Is that true?
It is.
And this Sylph J was your means of communication.
No way.
How does that feel, Pimple? How does it feel to know you tried your very best to help an enemy spy? Pew! Not only do you stink of hypocrisy, you reek of stupidity, too!
What?
Leia!
I'd stay back if I were you. Wouldn't want to get my stench of stupidity on you.
Come on.
Excuse me. I just wanted to thank you for all your help. If you hadn't brought the harmonica grass, Bobo would have died. Now he's going to be fine.
Tell me, do you have some connection to Nadia's family in House Travis?
I do. My mother was her nanny. I've known her since she was a baby.
So Agria really is nobility.
Sadly, Miss Nadia's mother was a commoner, and she was subjected to much abuse because of it.
The Travis family has always been focused on privilege, even by the standards of the 6 ruling houses.
Eventually, Nadia's mother, the only support Nadia had, became estranged from the Travis family leaders. She died shortly after, and Nadia was convinced they had conspired to kill her.
Is that why she became a spy for Azul?
It's no excuse for selling out her country, but...
Who could blame her at that point?
I suppose what Rashagal was doing would be unacceptable in any country.
Prinn, is Bobo the name of that Sylph Jay?
Yes, Miss Nadia named him herself. She's been taking care of him since he was an egg. She's always loved him.
I see. Thank goodness he's okay. Even if Agria did laugh at me, I'm glad that Bobo's all right.
Yeah, we all are.
You really are exactly how Dr. Jude described you, Leia.
Indeed, she inspires smiles wherever she goes.
What's going on?
Ah! Somebody help! This is terrible!
And unfortunately, not surprising. Olympian soldiers are popping up in cities across Rieze Maxia.
Because Gillen's gone now?
That's part of it, no doubt. But on top of that...
Stay back, you hear me? Don't make me hurt you!
He's terrified. It's Muse, isn't it?
She's been swatting them like flies.
Stop!
Blaze forth!
That was an excellent melody.
But I wasn't playing the melody.
Ah, yes, you kept a powerful beat.
Freeze! All of you!
So you survived after all.
Gaius!
Throw him in a cell. These people are with me.
Stop it! Let me go!
Come quietly, or else...
All of Olympius will die at this rate! What did we do to deserve this?
Gillen said the same thing.
Wow, Gaius, when did you start ordering around Rashagal troops?
Everyone in Rashagal succumbed to terror and panic after Noctigal's death. I led them from the chaos.
Wow, that's some trick!
What exactly are you doing here in Fennmont?
We are working with the Rashagal military to salvage the Lance of Kresnik from the bottom of the ocean.
Why? What do you want with the lance now?
Exodus may be gone, but it's unlikely they've abandoned their otherworld reactor plan. I will put a stop to it. And you? What of your plans?
We want to talk with Muse.
Why come find me?
We heard you've been fighting her, so we figured you might know something.
Your Highness, we're ready to set sail.
Good. Come to the Sea Haven.
How come?
Come with me, and you may get your chance to see Muse.
We should join him.
Okay.
When I see the lights in Fennmont, I can't help but miss how bright Laurent is.
I know exactly what you mean.
I can't believe how cool Gaius is. He's got soldiers from both Azul and Rashagal heeding his every word.
That is pretty impressive. But Leia, you need to watch your tone around him. You're way too casual.
I was legitimately afraid for your life.
Oops. I guess my excitement got the better of me. You think Gaius was pissed?
Who knows? He never shows any emotion.
A man in charge of 2 nations probably doesn't care about such trifles. Probably.
Yeah, I thought so. It's no biggie.
But try not to get carried away next time, okay?
Indeed. Push a man like that too far, and you'll be dead before you see the sword leave his sheath.
Yeah, next time I'll keep a lid on it. What's up?
Coming back to Fennmont like this makes me miss my old medical school.
Then why not drop by?
You don't mind?
Nah. You must have really loved it there if you miss it this much. I guess becoming a doctor really is your calling.
I wonder what school's like.
I bet you want to go to school too, huh? Don't worry. As soon as we find a nice, safe place for you to live, you can start going.
I don't want to go.
Oh? May I ask why?
Because if I bring Tipo to school, won't they get mad at me?
You needn't worry about that. I'll ask them to let Tipo go too.
I can go too?
Sure. Leia used to take dogs and cats to school with her.
Then I do want to go.
Why didn't you tell us sooner?
I hope we'll be able to send Elise to school soon.
Indeed. And I'd like to see you continue your education as well. Mark my words, Jude. One of these days, life will return to normal.
Yeah, I guess it will. We've got an early start tomorrow. Be sure to get some rest.
Will do. But man, this constant Fennmont night is really messing up my rhythm.
Come to think of it, I had trouble adjusting to it too. The trick is to always eat meals at the same times you used to.
Okay, I'll give that a try.
And I'll be your alarm clock if you can't get up in time.
All right, but don't get mad if I bump you on the head when I want to go back to sleep. Good night.
Good night. I could use a good night's sleep, too.
This place is perpetually night? I bet it must be way more exciting living here.
That's just your imagination running away with you.
Fennmont is such a beautiful city.
They call it the spirit-lit seat of King.
Are we really gonna see Rieze?
She's scary, but if we all stay together, we'll be okay.
Mr. Eldin?
Dr. Jude! Hey, good news. You're in the clear now. Between Gillen's betrayal and the Exodus situation, no one cares about your charges anymore. When everything calms down, they may want you to come in and answer some questions, but it won't be a big deal.
But there are still wanted posters everywhere.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We haven't had time to take them down yet.
Well, that's still great news. Right, Jude?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to ask you, Doc. What happened to that tall guy who was with you before? You know, the one who knocked me down on the pier.
You mean Alvin? He's... well...
I knew that had to be Alvin.
You know him?
Not personally, but my wife and I used to be close to the woman he lived with. Her name was Mink.
Mink?
She's a real beauty. She wears glasses and always carries a book around. You don't know her?
Do you mean Pressa?
Maybe. I'm sure Mink wasn't her real name. That's why I wanted to talk to Alvin, you see. To make sure he knew her real identity.
What do you mean?
We received some intel that said she was actually a spy. One of the rats.
What's that?
They're spies from one of the Azul clans.
Exactly. Mink made friends with a lot of Rashigal nobles and military officers and pumped them for secrets. If you see Alvin, could you tell him that? I think he has a right to know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm late for my appointment.
What should we do?
I don't know.
If it's something Pressa didn't want him to know, then I don't think we should tell him. I mean, if even Alvin couldn't figure it out, she must have really wanted that secret kept.
That's true. Well, if you feel that strongly about it, I guess we can keep her secret. Hey, the Wyverns are back. These are the same ones that we flew on, right?
They certainly look the same to me, but I suppose they all do.
Ah! Save me!
Get off!
I'm sure of it. These are the same Wyverns.
They must have come back on their own. I believe they call this the homing instinct.
Thank goodness they're okay.
Indeed. After all, they too have served as loyal companions on our journey.
Stop reminiscing and help me!
His Highness is already aboard. We will depart soon.
Excuse me.
I presume you wish to ask about Zhao.
Yes. Do you know why he protected me during the battle?
Perhaps he sought to make amends for his past crimes.
But he ended up dying as a result.
There are some who believe that nothing is more important than survival. But priorities change. Life starts to lose purpose when you've gone astray. Sometimes the only means to make amends for one's actions in life is to die.
I don't really understand.
Nor should you. You should focus instead on enjoying what you have.
How do I do that?
That's for you to find out. Zhao's greatest wish was for you to find happiness in life. Of that I am certain.
Okay, I'll find a way.
That will put Zhao at peace.
If I may.
Full of questions today, aren't we? Let me guess. Is it about His Highness?
What are Gaius's plans for Rieze Maxia?
No doubt His Highness will one day unite this world. That should tell you what you want to know.
Thank you for your time.
What is it?
It's nothing. Shall we move onward?
I see. All that time, she was just bait.
That's why I want to meet the real Maxwell. To find out the truth.
He'd most likely reside in the spirit realm.
But does such a place even exist?
And even if it did, we have no means of getting there.
Indeed, it's little more than a legend. But we know for a fact that spirits exist. So it follows that they must reside somewhere. Likewise, a path to their realm must also exist.
Hey, what about Niakara? Don't they call that place the Village of the Spirits?
You have a point. It lies near a mountain known as the Holomont. Perhaps you might find a clue there.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's check it out.
Don't get too excited. This ship isn't turning around before we reach the Lance of Kresnik.
Really? Come on, who cares about that stupid lance?
Gaius, earlier you spoke of stopping the Otherworld reactor plan. I suspect you're planning to invade Olympius using the Lance of Kresnik.
It is for the good of Rieze Maxia.
Hold on. You would need massive amounts of mana to use the lance.
I understand. I do not wish to sacrifice humans or spirits.
Then maybe we don't have to use it.
The reality is, someone must.
Are you trying to finish what Mila started?
I never put it into that perspective. But inevitably, yes. That is what I'm doing. No one has ever made such a strong impression on me.
Then we also need to consider the fate of Olympius.
You're worried about them? At a time like this? They were willing to sacrifice every human and spirit life in Rieze Maxia.
Why does one side have to suffer for the sake of the other? That doesn't sit well with me. It wouldn't sit well with her either. She would destroy the schism and save everyone. That's what I want to do.
I'm surprised to hear such words from you. Are you trying to repay her for what she's done for you?
Yes.
You've grown strong. Jude, join me and...
Your Highness, we've nearly arrived. The salvage operation needs your attention.
Very well.
Gaius?
Jude.
Yeah. After this, I bet that they'll rebuild the lance back at the laboratory.
So then, you were listening to me.
What's happening out there?
Incoming from the southeast! It's her!
Time to clean up. I'll slaughter every last one of you.
Muse, stop this right now!
They live? I should have known better than to trust that rogue. I'll deal with him later. But first...